Not that I've seen. Boy, be weird. Say he not no bum no more. He said he ain't no bum no more. He got better. Uh huh. He committed to that charge too fast. Oh, this boy got Aaron Rodgers out there, huh? Fly.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans.
Be real ain't keeping it real.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And
apparently he ain't rushing through.
And that's the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Toward the side.
Oh, you ain't following the rules.
Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, you said something.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gun! Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Oh.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Oh. That layup was nasty.
That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday.
Yeah, he left-handed.
He said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there.
Yeah, he a lefty.
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That was nasty.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
That's why I figured they would beat these dudes early. They got a good coach. Yep. System in place that, you know, folks know what they doing.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
Sure.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Yeah, he had to go to work.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Oh, I had him.
The defense to knock the ball away.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Throw the ball.
That's incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
Well, I done seen so many running backs go down so far this season, bro. Yours gone for 8 weeks, Chan's gone for 9 weeks, Saquon back gone for 7 weeks.
Set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time.
Dislocated his ankle.
Back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, Rodgers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually Your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Shoulder tear for a center.
Described as a space game.
Goodness gracious.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did he? Yeah.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken.
Yeah, he hit me for about 70 on one run.
Quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And
yeah, he will.
Smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Boy, that's why I'm glad you got him.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They come out here in the I. Set him back 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup there, a 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep.
How we ain't getting there bringing 5, man? Donald, where y'all at?
Have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago.
When were they trying to holler at the chicks? At what point?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Forbath will put this one through, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Oh, nice move. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson.
Well, I was about to say, you ain't going to try to catch the ball.
He's got it. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
And my line
Well,
trash.
I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver.
I'm bringing 5 and can't get pressure, and this nigga bringing 3 and sacking me. That's crazy.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any of it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
What the frick, Jackson?
Incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing is Jackson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, Jones missed one early.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Jackson will throw again. Underneath for Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
4 down. Check, check.
Again, Jackson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I wish my boys would jump on their own. That joker would have still been running.
Detroit!
Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Get the what is my oh my gosh.
All afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
My line play. Oh my gosh.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll
Boy,
come
who you
back
telling?
and see how it all shakes out after this.
I already know.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Lamar.
Bullet throw, but incomplete.
Wow.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Hey, check 26.
He's back to throw.
Look at my pressure. Look at my pressure. Just don't exist.
And that's complete.
4 people don't exist. That's ridiculous.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Man, that nigga offensive line ain't that good.
Got to continue to move quickly.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey. Over.
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Now Bell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Forbath, the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could